12 Pole is a horror movie that was shot in Wayne County, West Virginia. I'm from Huntington, West Virginia. This is a film about some guys who buy a house, and I guess they want to make money off of this house, and then some spooky things happen. And, yeah, you've probably never heard of this movie before. Hell, really, the only people who would know about this film would be people in West Virginia, because not a lot of movies get filmed in West Virginia. There aren't even a lot of movies about West Virginia. So I was interested in seeing this, considering this was, you know, a sort of local production. They even screened it in the theater a few times, and funny enough, it was whenever something big was coming out. Like, I couldn't see it the first time it came out, because Avengers Infinity War came out, and, like, it was that Thursday, and, you know, 12 Pole, a horror movie, or Avengers Infinity War. Screw you, 12 Pole, I'm seeing Avengers! But eventually, they showed it again, and so I, you know, went to the theater and decided to watch this movie. Oh my god, I don't like saying this because it was made in West Virginia, but holy shit, 12 Pole just might be one of the most inept films I've ever seen. And I don't say that lightly, but holy shit, where do I start with this movie? For one, you can tell that whatever camera they used was not meant for a movie screen. Because, oh god, it looks bad. It looks bad. Like, you can see, like, the weird blur lines, even though they're not really blur lines. It's like, I don't know how to describe it. It's just, you can just tell that this was not meant for a giant movie screen. And this was in the smallest auditorium in the entire theater, and it still looked like shit. The cinematography itself, not even just the way the camera is, just the cinematography, you can tell someone was holding the camera. Like, not even a tripod, well, there were some tripod shots, but like, not, you know, a stabilizer or a dolly, no, like, it looked like someone was actually physically holding the camera as they were filming, like, oh boy, let's get these shots, ooh, spooky, just, oh my god, the cinematography is awful. Of course, the acting is horrendous. Good god, how do I describe this acting? I can't. I legit cannot describe this acting. It's so bad. And again, I'm not trying to disrespect the actors, but oh my, if I'm being fair here, what the fuck is this movie doing? I could barely even comprehend the plot. It just seemed like, you know, talking, then something gory happens, then there's more talking, something really gory happens. I really could not follow the plot of this movie. Speaking of which, let's talk about the gore. Good god, it's so overused. The gore in this movie is so not scary. Like, I hate it when horror movies do this. When they assume that gore in of itself can make something scary. No, it can't. It cannot. Like, gore in of itself is not fucking scary. I'm not going to get into spoilers about Hereditary. I'm not going to spoil it. But when something really horrifying happens to someone in Hereditary, and all I will say is that it's the first time you see ants. I'll say that. It's the first time you see ants. That's, like, when you see that shot in Hereditary, the scary thing isn't that this thing happened. It was the way it was paced, the way it was directed, the actors' emotions. Oh my god, when somebody reacts to what happened, it's so heartbreaking, and that's what makes it scary. Like, to where when you see this thing that happened, it was so scary that I legit just burst into tears. Because something that horrifying and that sad was built up so well. And, oh my god, I still don't know why a lot of people didn't like Hereditary. I don't know why. Hereditary is fantastic. But 12 Pole has the assumption that gore is scary. Like, hey, let's see what happens if, you know, someone gets stabbed in the tummy with a knife. Oh man, look at all this gore. I mean, oh, the guts are all spilling out. Ah! The sound design is some of the worst I've ever seen in a movie. Well, technically heard. So, yeah, heard. The music is just ear-gratingly annoying to where I was literally just in my seat like... Ah! And whenever there was a sound, it would sound something like this. Like, it sounded like someone doing some ASMR shit. Like, just getting so close to the camera. But even though whatever's nearby is, like, pretty far away. I mean, it sounds kind of redundant, but you know what I mean. Within the general area, it sounds like it's a pretty good distance away. There are so many shots where you can see the reflection of the camera. Hell, I don't even know how this one scene I'm about to explain just went over the radar, where it cuts to somebody talking and he's wearing sunglasses. It's so obvious that you can see the camera and the reflection of the guy's sunglasses. Like, really? Like, if it were me, I would make sure that there were no reflective surfaces that the camera would be able to pick up. Make sure that shit is not in the shot. I'm telling you, 12 pole is just horrid. If I thought, you know, Death of a Nation could be the worst, but then I started thinking about it and I'm like, oh wait, no, 12 pole. 12 pole is probably even worse. Because at least, at the bare minimum of Death of a Nation, they could point a camera, I guess, and they knew not to have really dumb handheld shots. Hell, not even handheld shots, just someone holding a camera, not even stabilizing it. Like, at least Death of a Nation could do that. I never thought I'd say that, but at least Death of a Nation could point a camera. Yeah, I hate to say this, but 12 pole is just god-awful. It's so ineptly made. I mean, I met the director of this film, and he's also one of the people in it. He's a very nice guy. He was very willing to accept criticism. But Jesus Christ, I really hope whatever he does next is going to be significantly better, because I'm going to have to give 12 pole a 0 out of 10. So, have you seen 12 pole? You've probably never seen it. He said that probably by the end of this year it's going to be on some streaming platforms and it will eventually be on DVD and maybe Blu-ray. So, I mean, if you're, since it's probably not going to come to a theater near you, you probably have, you know, maybe till like later this year for when you'll be able to see it. I don't know. I wouldn't recommend it, but whatever the case may be, let me know your thoughts below what you think. Thank you so much for watching. Give this video a like, share the video so we can get the channel circulated. Don't forget to support my Patreon on my Patreon page, and if you want to see more, click this.